Today we're painting up Gimli using Army Painter Speedpaints, and we explore whether you can mix your own custom speed paint colours. Let's grab those brushes and let's get started. I begin with a solid black undercoat, then I do a mid-tone highlight from above with grey at around 45 degrees, followed by a final white spray directly from above. I also make sure to hit the face directly with white. Let's go ahead and grab the paints we'll be using today. Starting with Crusader Skin, I give the face a nice even coat. It covers beautifully over the white highlight and gives us a great skin tone. Alright, here's the part I mentioned earlier. I'm going to try mixing my own custom speed paint using Chimera's Alizarin Crimson and some speed paint medium. I really love Alizarin Crimson for a rich burgundy, so I mix it 50-50 with speed paint medium. The consistency changes nicely and it flows into the recesses. I'd say the results are okay, but it applied a bit patchy and I had to work it a little too much to get even coverage. Next time I'll try adding a bit of water and applying 2 thinner coats instead. For all the leather, gloves, boots and back straps, I go with Desolate Brown. The axe handle gets a coat of dark wood. For the bracers, I thin the paint slightly with speed paint medium to give it a slightly different brown colour, and I use the same thin mix on the backpack. For the helmet, I wanted to slightly adjust the tone, so I gave it a very thin layer of that same mix, but with a bit of water added. For Gimli's beard and hair, I wanted a warm, subtle orange. I mixed Warrior Skin with Nuclear Sunrise, and the moment it touched the miniature, I fell in love with the colour. It just pops and frames his face perfectly. Next, I pick up Broadsword Silver for all the grey metals. While that was drying, I added a coat of Absolution Green to the bedroll. It contrasts really nicely with the reds in his clothing and beard. I use Hoplite Gold on the axe head and the little metal ringlets braided into his beard and hair. Before doing an all-over wash, I lock in the colours with a thin layer of matte varnish. Although in hindsight a gloss varnish might have worked better here, it gives a smoother surface which helps the wash flow. I go in with Agrax Earthshade, such a natural looking shade. It really brings out all the details and adds depth across the model. Once dry, the miniature looks great, but it does leave a slight sheen. I'm a big fan of the matte finish, so I go over it again with another coat of matte varnish. This is one of my favourite parts of painting. Suddenly all the reflections disappear and you can see the true paint job underneath. Of course, that does dull down the metals a bit. So I grab some lead belcher and do a soft dry brush on the raised edges just to bring back a bit of shine and definition. I'm not doing anything fancy with the base, just some earth texture, a small rock, a wash, a touch of pigment powder, and finally painting the rim to finish it off. And that's it, a quick and simple process, but a really satisfying result. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy painting.